Hey guys, it's Cam from Victory, and today we're installing our skid system on the 5th gen 4Runner. Alright, we're going to be installing our front, mid, and transfer case skid. So if you're just installing one, you can go ahead and skip around. If you're installing all of them, go ahead and leave them all loose until you get them all in place, because they lock together. That'll make things a lot easier. Alright, the first step is going to be to remove this front skid. 4 12mm bolts. There's 2 tabs on the front, so it'll just swing down and hang there. And then take it off. All right, now we're going to remove this skid. Same thing, 4 12mm bolts. We're also going to remove these. There's one on each side, and there's 4 12mm bolts on each of those. So there are going to be 4 plates total, 2 for the engine skid and 2 for the transmission skid. So the easiest way is to slide them in through here. And then they're going to be on these 4 holes. So there are holes on top here. You can get these positioned. All right, once you have these washers in place, you can go ahead and put a nut on top of each one. All right, once you have those plates and nuts in the frame, we're going to move to this engine skid. So this panel lets you access your oil filter, and this is going to be your oil drain. And to put this panel on, we need to install these clip nuts. So just slide them on over the hole. All right, now we can install the stock bolts in the front. Just a few threads, and then we can hang the skid on that to help us hold it up in place. All right, you can get a jack or a friend to help you get this up into place. Just slide it onto those bolts. Just like that. All right, once you have the front hanging, you can leave those loose and then jack the back up into place. When you put these bolts in, you want to make sure you reach through the top and hold the nut down so it doesn't move out of your way. And then just get both of those started. All right, once you have the front and the back started, you can go ahead and tighten them down. This is a 5/16 Allen. Once you have the back ones tightened, you can go ahead and tighten the front. Now you can install this plate with the clip nuts you installed earlier. Then you can tighten them down with a 3/16 Allen. All right, again, using a friend or a jack, go ahead and get the transmission skid up into place. And we're gonna bolt through the nuts we put in the crossmember here and here. Okay, once you get this in place, go ahead and make sure you have the nut held in place up top so it doesn't move out of your way. And then get both of these started. Once you have the front 2 started, you can go ahead and bolt the 4 stock 13mm bolts up in the back. The first step of the transfer case skid is going to be to install this plate. So if you have the transmission skid, we're going to loosen these, take these bolts out, put it in up against the cross member, and then tighten it back up. All right, once you have that plate on the cross member, we're going to mount the rear cross member through these holes. And to make it easier, we have these nut tabs. You'll put it in through the frame here, and make sure the nut is pointing towards the front of the vehicle. And then get it lined up with the hole. And then we'll go ahead and put the one on the other side. All right, now we're going to remove this bolt, and our cross member will slide under this bracket, and then we'll be replacing this bolt with our hardware. All right, next we'll put our cross member in place. The flat side is going to go towards the back, and you'll slide it up under this bracket. And then go ahead and get this bolt started, again using our hardware. And then go ahead and get the one on the passenger side started as well. Once you have both bolts started on top, go ahead and make sure the cross member is up tight against the frame and it's centered on these holes on the lower side of the frame. And then go ahead and tighten both of those down. Now get a longer button head started on each side and make sure you hold the nut tab so you don't lose it. Then you can go ahead and tighten those up. Now get all these button heads started. Then you can get the back started with the 1-inch button heads and flange nuts. All right, now you can make sure all your skids are fitting together how you want them to, and then you can go ahead and tighten everything down. All right guys, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or email us at info@victory4x4.com.